Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother.
I'm looking.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
looking good, bro.
Okay. Yeah, you doing the same, man. You doing big things.
Well, we're doing all right. I got hit with the beer bug, man.
Nah.
I did. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm at the tail end of it, but
Oof.
he's right.
Oof.
I've had it. This would be my second time, definitely. I think there was a third one in the mix somewhere, but the third one wasn't that bad. Well, the second one wasn't that bad.
Wow. Twice. And you got that?
Hell no.
Oh, all right.
No Pokemon
All
here,
right. No
bro. I ain't trying to
Pokemons.
catch nothing over here.
Salute you on that one.
I almost took a L with a job. Man, listen.
Yeah. Nah, I was on the wire with that too. I had to sign paperwork every week and get tested and all that. I refused. It was gonna be what it was gonna be.
My boss really thought it's like, yo, if you don't get this, because we're about to be government funded thing, so you're gonna have to get
Mm,
it.
mm.
I was like, no, I don't. He's
Yeah.
like, well, the alternative is then you're gonna have to lose your job. I said,
Gone.
well, looks like I'm
Uh,
headed to Indeed.
I fully, I'm fully prepared for that. Yeah, I brushed up the resume, tightened everything up. I was ready to go, man. There's
He
only a
looked at
couple of us.
my boss looked at me like he was like, "You really gonna do that?" I was like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna. Nah, we're good with that."
Yeah, we're not touching that.
I had an uncle. I have, I say had, I have an uncle. This was his last Thanksgiving, and he's an intellectual. I give him credit.
Mm-hmm.
A little off when it comes to religion, but I
Mm-hmm.
respect his intellect.
Right.
And he pulled me to the side. Dude, I walked in. I'm saying what's up to people. He was like, Paul, what's up? Come here, I gotta talk to you. I was like, all right. Like I just walked in the building. I'm like, all right, what's up, man? He goes, let me ask you something. Did you get the poke? I said, hell no.
Not doing that, huh?
I said, yeah. I was like, nah, I ain't get that. He goes, oh. He goes, well, if I can ask you, like, why didn't you? I said, well, there's a couple reasons. I said, one, so you ain't gonna get like I'm not big on agendas. Like, don't try to force something on me for the sake of your own narrative.
Yeah. Between your narratives and the government's narratives, no, if this thing is supposed to be free, I'll freely decide for myself. Please and thanks.
Yeah. And I said second, I was like, whatever happened to regulations? Like, how is this passing all this things and it's
Mm.
it's all of a sudden safe? I'm like, yo, I'm not a guinea
Uh,
pig. I'm like,
the
nah.
the emergency authorization order or something like that. That's how they snuck all of this in. Normally, there's trials. There's VAX trials and whatnot, and it takes 5 to 7 years, as I understand it. But yeah, because it was an emergency authorization order or something like that, they were able to bypass all of that. And on the back end, they cannot be sued. There's no legal ramifications for them. So people that are getting, side effects and things of that nature can't get compensated for that by law.
It's just the little fine lines and details of how they get themselves out of the horse shit.
Yeah, man.
And well, to go back to my uncle, I was like, yeah, I'm not a guinea pig like that. I'm like, nah, like none of that makes sense. So I'm not doing it.
Right.
And like he said, he was just like, yeah, because I got it. I'm not getting it anymore because like people are kicking the bucket more so than that. I was like, yeah, so I'm not getting it. I told my boss when all that shit went down, my boss too, I was like, all right. I was like, let's just say I decide to get it. I'm like, I'm not, but let's just say I decide to get it. I'm like, who's writing up a piece of paper saying that y'all are liable if something happens?
We're not doing
He,
that.
he was
We're
like,
not
nah,
touching
we
that.
ain't doing that. I was like, all right,
We're not
cool.
touching
So I'm
that.
not getting it. I was like, I just want to
Mm.
see where you guys are at. I'm like, I'm not
No,
getting it.
sir. No, sir. Negative. We're not touching that.
Yeah.
We're not
So,
touching that.
all right. We just went in. Hold on one second.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And
we do.
normally for the people that do listen to this, I just kind of just go on in because it's me and the same two people, Will and Len. Shout out to them.
No,
Uh,
salute.
uh, but this is the rare occasion I get to introduce things. It's the Paul and Palz podcast. Whoever's listening, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I am joined with my dearest, dear person that I've known for, bro, as long as I've had conscience. I've known you in my life, dog. Like I thought about that. Like as long as I've had conscience and I realized that this thing, life is happening, you've been a figment of it. So
It's
I
a beautiful
appreciate
thing,
you.
man. It's a
Absolutely,
beautiful
man.
thing because we got so many that haven't, or that have and aren't anymore. Feel me? So
Absolutely.
it's been an honor to be knowing you
An
for this long and whatnot, and to be part of your life and whatnot. And you be part of mine, man. So I salute you, my brother.
honor and a privilege, man. Salute.
For
Mr. Rick
sure.
Omega, everybody. So
Hey,
whoever, give it up to the man. Hopefully one of many, man. We'll
for
see how this
sure.
goes.
Yeah, for sure. For
This
sure.
is you dipping your toes in the water. So when you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
your
It's
shit going,
a little cold. I got my pants rolled up. It's a little cold. It's a little chilly, but we're gonna
dude,
do what it do.
we both got the little
Yeah.
beanies on the head.
Oh yeah, it's October, man.
Yeah.
October beanie season.
I mean, other than the last couple of days, been like 80 something degrees in PA.
Yeah, it's been same out here. It just started to temperature was up last couple of days. Oh, last week or so. When they're saying it's supposed to be what do you call that? El Nino, another El Nino winter or something like that. So it's either or. I don't know. It's a crapshoot.
It's
What I
welcome,
say.
welcome to the world we live in right now.
Yeah.
Full of crapshoots. Who the fuck knows?
Crapshoot,
WTFs and
freestyles, and off the heads and whatnot. Nobody know what they're doing, man. Everybody's freestyling this. Don't let them fool. Don't let them fool you, man.
nah, never that, man. Never that. I'm one of the
No,
few.
nobody know what they're doing.
Nah, everybody says they do. Nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah,
I just try to stick to my guns, have my own personal conduct code, and just go off of that. Whatever happens after that, it is what it is. Just try to surround myself with good people like yourself and live life, man. Just try to make the best decisions.
That's what we can do, brother.
But it's kind of segueing into this though, because we were talking about agendas.
Hmm.
We were talking about how this life is just craziness right now.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, like, God, man, growing up where we grew up and in this world that we're living in now, dude, we are in crazy time in the sense that minus New York, Chicago, minus these places that it's just real out in the field right now. I know Philly's wilding out, like minus those places, we have now come to this area of being the softest we've ever been, ever.
Softest we've ever been.
And I'm gonna go into that though, but
okay.
Minus, because again, I have to separate it in the sense that, again, New York is doing New York things. I know Philly wilding out, Chicago.
This isn't even like we can't break this down into just basic state by state or hood by hood or geographic, whatever's, you know what I'm saying? The world as a whole is softer, as you put it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you have creature comforts. People aren't able to fend for themselves. You're going to run to social media. You run to answers being given to you as opposed to figuring out yourself. You can run to an algorithm and get my answers. I don't have to read none of this. Okay. I don't have to ask none of the elders or whatnot. I don't have that. I don't need it. Okay. Everything is handed to me. Everything fall right in my lap. So of course I'm going to be softer.
You don't have to put in the work anymore. People just, hey, Google, what's this? And they don't even go to the steps of making sure that the first answer they got isn't the right or the wrong one. That's just the first answer. So that must be it.
And people are mentally soft and physically soft, spiritually, emotionally soft. It's a lot of Kleenex out there.
There's a saying, and I'm fucking gonna chop it up. But the saying goes, to the best of my ability, hard times create hard men.
100%.
Hard men
100%.
create uh soft times. Soft times
Hmm.
create soft men, and that
Correct.
cycle goes on. That's why I say we're in the softest we've ever been. Now, we may be last of the Mohicans, man. We were in that spot of the people before us, they had it rougher. And the people
Sure.
before them, they had it rougher,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then we came into this
See, my thing,
technological age.
right. See, my thing is we had the best of both worlds. We had we had the foundation of the elders who got it from the dirt, and then we came along, and then you have technology. All right. So we have both of these things that mesh and should have made it one of the best, and I believe is one of the best. Generation Z or X or whatever the hell is it, 70s, 60s, or
Mm,
late 60s babies, 70s babies, stuff like that, right?
right.
Had that solid foundation. You had the advent of technology, and then this newfound stuff coming in, and with everything, you had the ability to communicate. You had the advent of internet and communications, wireless communication, stuff like that. All that happened in the 70s, early 80s, and whatnot. Even especially with music. Music is my thing. So you had live instrumentation, drumming, percussion, wind instruments, string instruments, stuff like that. Then you had synchronized and synthesizers and things like that. You have electronic music, so you're mixing all that. All right, and all
Mm.
that creates a thing that's like, oh wow, this is nice. But then now we're leading too far to the other side. You forgot the foundation. You know what I'm saying? So then here we are now. It fell off a cliff.
The old home remedies ain't there anymore.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a medication for everything now. Like, how
Oh,
crazy is it
by design.
by design?
That's all by design. Why is there a CVS and a Walgreens on opposing sides of the corner? That's
Mm,
by design, dogs.
mm.
It's by design. They know what you eat is going to make you sick. All right. We created the market for that. And we're going to provide the market for the cure. We don't want you healing yourself. We don't want you thinking for yourself. We got you. We got you. The government got you.
So I guess it all goes back into the hard times, soft times, soft and like we've hit that spot in time. That's why I say like this might be the softest generation ever. And it's gonna take a holy shit moment to get us back on the hard scale again
Mm.
because you see how people are acting nowadays. People don't interact like we come from that generation of yo, everybody meet outside. We just going bullshit, interact,
No doubt.
socialize,
No doubt.
figure things out. Sometimes we have disagreements. It might get into a fight, or
It
it
might, it
ain't
might, it might, it might transcend into some fisticuffs, but
fisticuffs.
we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Nah, and at the end of it all, it was still love. How many times when growing up in Park Ledge, people were just not agreeing, thumping with each other, and be all love the next day. Like,
It be like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Let's go get a
but
40.
yeah, and it was just like, all right, you did some bullshit, I did some bullshit. All right, what's up? Let's go to
Right.
the courts and go shoot it up again, like whatever.
Right.
Like,
No doubt.
and now motherfuckers don't even know how to talk to each other because everybody's behind the phone.
There you go. That right there. There you go. The person to person, the human interaction is
Gone.
lost. It's lost. I feel sorry for this younger generations and whatnot. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk, man. They know how to text and all that. And don't get me wrong, I'm an avid texter. That's all I do is text. Like, yo, don't call me unless it's really real.
Mm.
I'll stay on the text. But I know how to communicate. I know how to walk up to a person and communicate and convey whatever I got to convey and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? These young cats, these youngsters, they don't know how. I don't even know if that's by design, but that's definitely, a result of technology and advancement and all this other stuff. You're losing the human component. I don't know that that's what they want, but it sure as hell seems like it's going in that direction, man.
And it's crazy how you say advancement, but the advancement is these generations and civilizations just taking monumental steps back.
100%. 100%.
Just
100%.
in reverse.
100%.
And it's crazy because it seems like it's a by design, right? Because now we're in this world that everything is an agenda. This goes back to part of this weakness that we're at, is because this design, this agenda of everybody's feelings count. Everybody's feelings is
Let me
hurt.
let me ask you this.
That
When you say everyone, as in here, United States, or globally?
I'm saying here
Mhm.
because it's just here. This is what I know.
Right.
I know other countries are looking at us like, you motherfuckers are wilding. Like, really, trans,
It's a
like
fact.
all
Yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
other
Easy, easy,
things.
easy, easy,
I
easy.
This ain't going on YouTube. All right.
Before you get this deleted, easy.
I've
Put
we're
this on
gonna
a Patreon
go.
or something.
We're gonna go where we're gonna go, man.
Yeah,
If it gets
okay.
clipped, it gets clipped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to get monetized and whatnot. That's not the way to do it.
Um, it would be nice. It would be nice, but
You
honestly,
know,
like,
you got to play the game. The algorithm is funny. I've always say that. The machines are using us now, bro.
mm,
It used to be we're using the machines. We use the machines to further us. All right, we communicate. We automated a lot of things like building cars and engineering and stuff like that or whatever. But then the machines are dangerous once they become aware of themselves.
mm,
How can I use this human to do this? I'm gonna send this human to go deliver this food. I'm gonna send this human to transport another human. I'm gonna tell this human where to go, how to go, and whatnot. All right. These machines are using us. This whole shit fucking reverse, man. It's ill. When you think about it, it's like, who's getting used here?
I was talking to somebody about the AI movement, and I posed this question to him. In every sci-fi movie, the Terminators, like in any movie that robots end up taking
Start
over,
thinking about that now. Like, oh shit.
the the conclusion by machines always ends up this: AI, whatever. They always go, all right, we found out what's wrong with humans. It's humans. Human nature is the problem. Like, imagine that we're just this machine popping in, and an AI is the next evolution of mankind. Does that make
Sure,
sense?
sure it does. It's absolutely, man. It's evolution, man. You're gonna think about some things, and the mind is a very creative organism. It's gonna think of some shit. That's gonna think of some shit. That's gonna think of some shit.
Mm.
And then next thing you know, here we are, or whatever. Then that's like I said, when these algorithms and these machines become aware of themselves, it's a fact. We're the enemy. We become the enemy, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, when they break it down and they go, yeah, guys, we figured out the problem. It's you.
So now we gotta eradicate you.
Yeah. Next thing you know, we all end up being cyborgs and all this other shit running
Or
around.
some kind of pandemic.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that term.
To how can we globally get people to do something? Oh, we'll do it under the guise of public safety, public health. It's brilliant when you think about it.
Mm.
And you readily invading your body with something that alters. This is an mRNA joint. It alters your DNA. What it does exactly, I'm no physicist, I'm no doctor. I don't know. I don't have the answers. It's gonna be remain to be seen. But anything that's gonna fuck with my DNA, I'm not fucking with it, man. It's
Word.
just common sense, and common sense isn't common like they say nowadays, bro.
But when you use fear for that agenda,
There you go. Fear is a great motivator.
trying to think, is the motivator the right word, or controller?
Sure, absolutely.
I guess it's all in how you see it, right?
All
One
it
and the
goes.
same.
The old debate: is it better to be feared or is it better to be loved? I'm gonna always go with love. I ain't talk
Absolutely.
all that gangster shit or whatever the hell. My thing, me personally, fear can be overcome easy, easier than love can. That's why fear is a great motivator. Somebody you're scared, you're I got to do this under fear. This person or this thing's gonna do something to me, and I'm scared, so I have to act out of that. Right? That's gonna push me to do something, man. If I love myself, if I love my people, when I say people, I mean mankind. If I have a sense of knowledge, a sense of self, or whatever, I'm gonna pass that to you. I hope you pass that to somebody that you love. It wasn't not like, yo, that's not the move. No, let's not do. No, man. No, there's an agenda. There's something going on here. Let's think. Let's not act on emotion. Let's think logically, man.
I think that kind of gets lost because fear will like that love comes with, like you said, some intelligence. Like, nah, that's not the way. Like, let's not do that because blah blah blah. But that's still, that fear will override that.
Yeah, it has in my own family. It has. I've watched fear override common sense,
We all have.
on, only to be like, you know what, you were right. I don't want to be right. I wanted you to listen.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't do nothing for me to be like, oh, I told you so. I love you. I don't want nothing to happen to you.
yeah. It's not about I told you so.
No, no, man. Yeah, that's the nature of our existence nowadays, man.
Yeah, crazy man. Again, like simpler times back in the day, and these things that should have helped us. The technology, the things that, wow, look at where we're at now. That's incredible.
Right?
And it's like, damn, that's the driving factor to us being kind of fucked at this moment.
It's like the more you advance, the more I kind of revert back to older shit. What was y'all doing to heal yourselves back then? What was, shit? What recipes were you making back then? And all this newfangled shit, like you said, you alluded to earlier, everything, they got a drug for everything. Go to the
Mm.
pharmacy, there's a fucking pill for everything, whatnot. Nah, man, nah. For all of that, there were herbs, there were spices, there were natural things that we use that the elders taught us, and then that's been cut off now. A lot of the elders are gone, and the secrets and recipes and stuff like that are going with them,
Yeah,
and they're making sure that they go with them.
yeah,
So they get you to go to the doc and go get a script and be some kind of, not even a legal drug addict, but a drug addict, so to speak. Feel me?
absolutely.
To,
Go to
to
good.
No, just to heal something that you can heal yourself with some cilantro and some cayenne pepper or something like that. Now you gotta take 3 pills every day.
Now you go to the doctors for you out there waiting for the doctor longer than the actual visitors. You hop in.
That's
All
a
right,
big.
what's up? What's your name?
That's a big
How
one.
you
That's a big
feeling?
one. Yeah,
Check, check, check. All right, man, you need to take
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Done. Meanwhile, I was like, nah, like people don't realize back in back in days, days gone by a long time ago where there were no pharmaceutical companies. Motherfuckers just went out to the wilderness, picked some herbs and shit, grinded that together, and was like, all right, take this, you'll be fine. And it's like, yo, you do realize there was a life that was led before pharmaceutical companies and before all these extracurricular shits, yeah, at the end of the day, it's all money. And it's just
Capitalism, baby.
and it's crazy because I feel like I'm looking right at it, and I'm like, does nobody else see what the fuck I'm looking at?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the mass. Let me not say everybody. I'm not one of one. Obviously, I'm talking to you, and we were sharing the same.
100%. There's other
Yeah,
people that see it and feel the same way we feel. And absolutely.
but this agenda thing,
Yeah.
you know, and this is we don't have a great war. We're not dealing with a Great Depression. We're not dealing with this monumental thing in our history. We're just these kids running around, and this is the end result. Is it seems like we're so bored, we're just making shit up.
Bro, it's like we're dealing with the Great Depression, but don't know it. We're dealing with a silent Great Depression, man.
Mm.
So it's subliminal. We're caught up. We're not even thinking about current events and what's going on in this world. We're so caught up in this little bubble, a little bubble of bullshit. All right. That's a total, we just totally removed from what's really going on out here. They're keeping us, we're fucking entertained by these little fucking phones and these apps and all these social things and whatnot, whatever the fuck. It's just like, yo, you're totally removed with what's really going on. And again, you got to think about that shit. Is it by design? Do they really want to keep, the wool over our fucking eyes?
We good.
No, after you.
I was gonna say we've gone from a people of struggle to a people that needs to hit a like button.
Mm.
That's,
This psychological thing with that like button, man. They really did the science behind that, and getting those likes, and it's like, it's can't think of the word for it, but you're getting that positive feedback,
it gives you
right?
relevancy.
It's dopamine. You're getting that. It's almost like a drug. You're getting charged up by that. Somebody likes something that you do, right? It's like me back in the days. I'm making tapes. I made tapes for me, but I made tapes for y'all, for
Mm.
us. I wanted to be in the car. My mindset, let me hit you to some mindset. I wanted y'all to be like, oh, he playing that. Oh, oh, yo, where you get that from? Oh. I wanted that reaction. That's dopamine. I wanted y'all to like what I was doing. I was hoping y'all would catch on to what I was doing. That's what really, and we could transcend this into music and artistry and stuff like that and whatnot. It's like at the end of the day, you're trying to be creative and you're hoping somebody catches on to your frequency. But then you look at what's around nowadays. Where's the creativity? Where's the artistry? Do you really want people to like what you're doing, or you push to do that? Is there an agenda behind this music and what's being portrayed and pushed out to people? It's a lot of questions, man.
Yeah,
A lot of
it
questions.
it's crazy because it went from like you said, we're making tapes for
Make
your
a taste for the
boys
hood.
and
Make a taste for the hood, man.
make a taste for the hood, make a taste for the people to get that. Yo, Rick, that shit was fire, dog. Like I'm bumping that shit, and you get a certain level. But now it's relevant because it was with your peoples that you see every day, you communicate with, you talk with.
100%.
Now you trying to appease people that you'll never ever meet
Mm.
on a scale that, yo, I got somebody that liked my shit from India.
So do
That
you think that lessens that craft of creativity? Because now I'm trying to promote myself to people I don't even know, but that's what's cracking. So let me do it like that instead of the 50 people in my hood.
I would think it waters it down a little bit. It waters down the purpose of it all. Because if I'm making things for my peoples and they have an appreciation that I can physically see in front of them and the acknowledgments there,
Mm,
it's more genuine.
no doubt, for sure.
If I'm doing shit and I'm getting likes, and then you see people that, yo, they dislike my shit, they're not feeling my shit, like they don't know you, like who cares?
Right.
But that all that shit means more for some reason when it should just be like my people's. So it's, I don't have the answer. I don't know. I don't know. I know that's a slippery slope when people compromise themselves for a like button.
Oh, when you get into the sphere of entertainment, it's like, all right, they've been doing that before a like button. The applause was the like button.
Yeah, but you see now, like women damn near selling their
Oh
souls
man, we
for a
gonna go.
like button.
We gonna go there.
Having ad like thinking that there's
All right,
something that
I need a drink for that one.
I hear you, dog. Thinking that it means so, I'm Instagram famous. I'm this diva. Like, nah, you just
It's the actual thing. You would think that, all right, you listen to whatever podcast and see posts and whatnot. It's like this isn't really real. It's no, I've seen it in a restaurant and women and even men too. Yo, I'm so and so. I got 1 million followers on Instagram. What? That's a thing, and that's really a thing. And management plays into that. Oh, this guy has 1 million followers or whatever. He gonna give us some promo. Yeah, let him in or whatever. Yo, you ain't gotta pay for your meal. We comp you. What? That's an actual thing, man.
excuse me.
It's nuts out here.
I
That
remember, and I've taken a break from social media just because of this conversation we're having right now.
yeah,
I was like, you know what, time out. And then I go back and forth, but right now I'm out.
you do be blacking out. You've been on a blackout moment for a hot minute, man.
I have hiatuses. I'm in one right now,
You're an
but
extended hiatus,
I'm in
100%.
kind of an extended one. But the last time I was on TikTok, uh, there was a debate going on. You know, they had like those little split screen lives, and I forgot what the comment. Oh, it was about spanking equals child abuse. It was some bullshit. And there's one dude who you could tell never got disciplined a day in his life was saying that spanking is abuse, blah 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 blah. I'm in the comment section like, and they're like, "Yo, come on in, let's have a debate." I'm typing my thumbs off like, oh,
Mm,
to the point that people in the comment section were like, "Yo, let this dude on, like let him get at you because he's
mhm.
talking some shit.
Let him cook.
Let
Let
him
him cook.
cook." Bro, I got my chef hat on, like I got
Yeah,
my apron. I got my phone in one hand and a spatula in another one. Like, yo,
talk.
let me get on.
It's on.
Now, here's the thing, though. Going back to these likes and popularity contests, and you have to beat a certain status. The dude was willing. He was like, yo, I want you on. He goes, you don't have 1,000 followers yet. I'm like, so what the fuck does that mean? He goes, no. The system won't let me bring you on if you don't have 1,000 people on.
100%. Yeah, that's what it's programmed.
I was like, oh, I guess I'm not popular enough. And I'd have cooked his ass. Wow. So,
Goes.
so that's this thing that we're at, man. And I guess I want to go back real quick. Go back to this agenda push. And have you been paying attention to the entertainment world, like movies, shit like that, and where we're at?
Every I can't. It's with everything, man. It's just entertainment in itself. Music, movies, sports, anything under the guise of entertainment, I can't really get with, man. Um, There's no movies out there that move me. Feel me? Everything is a rehash. Everything is a remake.
So going into this agenda push, do you know where Disney is right now with all of this?
I'm a little bit versed, but Disney is a conglomerate, and you could do 3 hours on Disney. But please, by all means,
They took a turn to push an agenda, and there's uh, a movie critic called the Critical Drinker who I listen to. He's one of those dudes that just understands where we're at with it right now, and I like his opinion on things. He kind of said it best that Disney is an entertainment company, not a political party. And Disney decided to take this political stance on something. And they're pushing agendas in their movie
like many.
like many. But this one seems to be having the hardest hit as far as negative. Like they thought they were doing something good for the people. And it's blown up in their face. In the last couple months, they've had 52-week lows in their stocks because they're pushing this agenda.
I was like, fucking, what is it? Bud Light, Miller Light, or whatever them, one of them.
Thought they were doing something. Yeah, this is because it's pandering to a group that's really not the majority.
Right.
When you really look at it, the group is a small group. They're just talking the loudest.
Right.
And now we've hit this thing that it's a pushback. Like people are now going like, yo, enough of us is enough. Like schools are going, all right, man, it's only this type of athlete and this type of athlete. Ain't no more crossing over.
As it should be.
As it should be.
Because you trying to go against biology. I don't give a fuck what you think. You can't battle with biology. You born with what you born with. You are who you are.
And that battle became something. Then that became a battle, but everybody was going, oh, we can't touch this because
that became a battle where
pretty much within the group.
That became a battle here.
Oh yeah.
Nowhere else is thinking about that shit.
Ain't nowhere else.
You got other people, and I'm gonna leave that alone. But other nations and countries or whatever ain't messing with it. They are actually drafting laws not to mess with it, and how they deal with it is how they deal with it, and that's that. And I'm gonna leave that there.
Fair. Nah, that's fair. And it's really because, again, we tried to pander to every single, because everybody gets offended.
Right. Now I'm accepting of, don't get me wrong, don't get me twisted. I'm accepting of whoever you are, what you think you are, what you like, or whatever.
Love is love.
Whatever. I do not discriminate whatsoever, man. How can I?
Great. That's what I'm saying. Like, but see how you have to say that?
Yeah.
Because if not, oh, you must be this.
100%. 100%. That's why I have to, you got to pull out that vocal disclaimer.
You got to pull out a disclaimer because groups, I'm not even just going to go to one specific group, but groups are like, if you don't agree with me, you must be the worst case scenario human being with it.
But those groups have the control. So what are you to do?
Yeah, I again, not much of an answer. I don't have much of an answer because really, what can you do?
Maybe Switzerland and whatnot, and I'll come in peace. I'm neutral. I love everybody. Whatever.
That's that. And really, the first time I really saw that was Cat. Kaepernick.
Oh,
yeah. He was like, "Yo, I'm taking a knee."
I thought you were talking about Cat Williams.
No. I'm talking about Kaepernick. Because that was the first snowball that got pushed down the hill. Because he said, I'm taking a knee for civil injustice. said it in the camera. Dog, he said it in front of a camera for millions of people to hear. And that got turned into, you must not like the country. You're anti-America. I
When
got
it was, I believe, not to cut you off, my apologies.
no good.
I believe it was either Army Special Forces dude or somebody that told him, that gave him the idea to do that.
Absolutely.
All right. Because when you get into this whole thing of democracy and freedom and whatnot, you know what? I have the freedom to express myself. That's what this is supposed to be about, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do express myself and you don't like it, now I'm the enemy. All this
But
shit is
not
hypocritical, man.
but not only the enemy, it's a completely false narrative. Fuck what you just said on camera, stating why you have this belief you do. Nah, I don't care what your reason is. Your actual reason is because of this. It's not civil injustice like you just said. It's because you're anti-America. And now soldiers and war, like it got turned into this whole mishmash of bullshit.
Let me damn. Is he half and half? Is like mom's white, his dad is black, or one of those?
Yeah.
They're
One
the
of those.
most militant motherfuckers out there. Straight like that. Straight like that. They are the most the light skin and the half breeds. Them motherfuckers militant as shit.
But he had a righteous cause that got turned into something that
100%. Sure.
that had nothing to do with nothing.
Sure.
But now this is where we're at now. I can't say I can say I listen, man, you live your life like how you just said. Live your life. If you feel however you feel, that's great. I can't say, but I don't agree with it.
Right. You
And
have that right not to agree.
huh?
But you got that right not to agree.
I should.
Yeah.
I should. But now we are in this pussified world that I can't, because I either have to agree. This is the world we live in, bro. Even politics. I don't agree with this one side on this one topic. I'm anti this. Okay, I don't agree with this. I'm anti that. I'm anti this because I like, nah. How about if I just don't agree and not have any malice behind it?
Again, that's what this country is supposed to be founded on, the freedom to choose. You don't agree? That's your right. You got that right. I'm not going to push my ideals and my values and ethics on you. This is a free country.
And I was
basically respect your common man, and they're supposed to respect you, but don't work that way. Do it.
no. And really, it used to, like, I was telling somebody the other day, it's really coming from one side of it. It used to be, like, honestly, the left side, it's kind of lost their fucking mind a little bit with these agendas. I'm not one side or the other. I never claimed to be team blue, team red, left, right, liberal, conservative. I just like to consider myself, I agree with who makes fucking sense. I'll agree with some things on the left. I'll agree with some things on the right. Not everybody's 100% right. And yet here we are. Like, you have to either agree with me or you're the enemy. Like, that's where we're at. You agree with me 100% or you are the enemy.
But meanwhile, the people in power play both sides against the middle. You got to realize the bigger picture. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. Whatever the fuck. It's the motherfuckers in the middle.
Okay. And it's the I don't want to say, I don't want to make, like, who the fuck am I? But I don't want to say it's these dumb motherfuckers, because I'm not trying to, who the fuck am I? Like, I just go off of what I feel like I have some intelligence and I use common sense, but it's a divide and conquer. And you see the masses are losing. So I don't know where we stand, man. Like, I don't, where we go, is there salvation ahead? Like, what's gonna be the all right, we're back to normal, or we're getting back to normal.
I think you alluded to something earlier where we don't have a great global, how'd you put it? Something huge, something big where everybody comes together as in the collective and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna take the motherfucking movie Independence Day.
What's my motherfucking headphones? Yeah, well, they already found aliens in Mexico or whatnot. We saw
Nah,
that
nah,
posted
nah.
up in a box.
But nah, it ain't gonna be sitting in the box. It's gonna be the motherfuckers like flying, like
They
shit
already
just got really real.
they already saying, you know, they're leaking little bit by little bit that there's UFOs and Navy pilots done seen UFOs all over the ocean and whatnot. Like, yeah, this been going down for like 50 years. Yeah, we know that.
Nah, but I'm talking about like some real. We all look out the window and we just see this shit in the sky. Like it's gonna
Listen,
take some.
I'm ready for it, man. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know what? I gotta thank you, man. I thought about you the other day, and it actually helped me out because my previous podcast, I was saying that I found myself in a bit of a crossroads, and I thought about you, and you actually helped. Thinking about you helped guide me somewhere back to a nice little spot. So I was in this little
Oh man.
my last podcast. I was saying I found myself as a warrior putting his sword down. I found myself in a nice little nook mentally, very very at peace with things now. Wasn't like that for a long time, but I also thought I'm saying to myself that I'm getting soft. I'm like I don't have a bad. I used to run towards the storm. I used to go at the arm. Like I used to just go, let's fucking go. There's a storm over there. I need to run towards it. And I found myself in this little kumbaya place. And I thought I maybe have put my sword down and lost the edge, I guess we could say. But then I was thinking about you, and that ended up me going into my Jordan Peterson catalog. And then I realized something he said, and he said that, you know, you have to be a monster, you just have to learn to control it. And I found myself going, you know what? Holy shit, I think that's where I'm at. Cause yo, I was really on some kumbaya, loving life. Because man, I lived a great portion of my life in a mental battle. And I kind of put all that at ease. And I felt like I put my sword down. And I kind of felt like, damn, I'm getting soft. Like, where the fuck is my sword at? And I kind of realized, like, oh shit, wait a minute. I'm still that guy. I just haven't had a battle in a while.
Or that could have been a point of exhaustion. You've been fighting for so long, you get tired. You can only fight for so much.
I found myself the battle was weary, but I found near the end of it all, I found peace in it. You know, like it's a certain
There's a zen, there's an acceptance of what will be. There's I forget, I think that's part of Bushido, part of the samurai code. If I'm to die, then I'm to die. But you don't sit there and just let your enemy kill you. You go forward and try to kill your enemy, but you accept the fact that if it's my day, it's my day, and I'll die with honor.
I found that the issue I was having was I was battling those things. I was battling the internal struggle. I was battling myself with it. That caused a bit of weariness and all that. But after a while, you know,
You reset.
not that I really reset. I came to peace with pain and suffering, if that makes sense. I came to peace with it.
It absolutely makes sense. Absolutely.
And that made me go, all right. Like I get it. Like you have to have that. Like instead of battling it, I embraced it.
Again, that's samurai code. That is the way. The
Mm.
way is pain. The way is strife. The way is blood and struggle. That is the way. That's what it is to be a warrior in samurai code. So you live a life as a man, as a masculine man, in these days and times, and you get hit with hardships and left hooks and kidney shots and whatnot. Like, damn, I keep getting fuck, I keep getting hit. It's like you just, you start to accept it like that's the way. The trainer used to tell me, or tell us, fish in water always get wet. You get in a fight, you're gonna get hit. That's life. Take your blows, take your shots. Don't ask why. That's just the way.
And it took a lot of scars for me to come to that conclusion. Like, you know what? It's I'm in a fight not wanting to get hit, and I'm fighting it. And then I found a peace in it. But it was navigating new waters to me. So I was just
It's peace in chaos.
it's peace and chaos. Yeah. So even without you knowing it, you actually helped me out there. So I appreciate you, my brother.
I'm glad I was able to assist, man.
Absolutely, man.
100%.
I just gonna go off to something else here because I have something written down here. And shout out to the great state of Tennessee.
Oh shit. Is that what I'm drinking? Shout out to Uncle Nearest, but we don't do shout outs, but is that Tennessee whiskey? I'm not sure, but continue, my bad.
Well, on top of them making a great whiskey, they recently passed a House bill, Bill 2689, which states, and I'm never one, I can never see myself getting married, fam. I just can't. There's too much craziness with relationships. Like, I just can't, man. God bless whoever does. Whoever does, I don't knock it. More power to you. I don't see it. I have too many examples of why it's not a good idea as opposed to a good
I got my
idea.
own examples of why it's not a good idea, but continue.
So the House Bill 2689 states that before any man signs a birth certificate, there has to be a paternity test. Law now, like nobody's signing that shit until there's a paternity test on the kid. And I just want to big up
Salute Tennessee.
Big up Tennessee, man.
Tennessee, I'm with it.
And it's maternity fraud now falls on the woman. That includes jail time.
I've been hearing legislation that was, being drafted and whatnot, but Tennessee's like one of the first to do it.
Yeah, this is the only state that has this bill passed.
Good on them.
How is that not a thing all the way around, though?
Because it's money, brother. Everything is money. Everything. Children are money. Family court is money. They don't operate in the best interests of the child. I believe it's the figure I researched back a couple of years ago was $40,000 the government gives the state for every child support case that they open. They have an incentive to keep men on the hook. That is an industry. Family court is an industry that from the lowly janitor up to the Supreme Court divorce judge, that employs a whole host of people. It's money, bro. That's all that is. Everything here is money, man.
Fucking big business. Even a fucking...
It's money, bro. It's money. Everything is money.
Well, that gives me another reason to not get married. But if I do, you're coming to Tennessee with me, man. That's
don't want Tennessee.
That's where I'm getting hitched.
Bro. They got good barbecue. Like I said, that them Southern women. Yeah.
Oh shit. So I saw that and it amazes me that it's only one state and it hasn't been passed, but like you just said, it's all business.
It's legislation, man. That's why. Listen, me myself, me personally, I know that game. That's why I speak with a little bit of knowledge, or whatever, because I've been dragged through that shit and whatnot.
Mm,
So I know what it is. All right. And you have, a whole host of males, of men who are getting hammered, who are good dudes who want to be there for their children and whatnot. And just I know dudes have been that sleep in their car because they can't afford the child support, divorce, alimony, all that shit. They don't give a fuck. Judge don't give a fuck. None of these magistrates give a fuck. Fuck you, pay me. That's their idea. That's where they at with it. All right. But we don't move forward to change legislation. Why is there not a movement? We don't get organized. All right, you got a couple of fathers' rights groups that are bitch and moan and whatnot, but you ain't doing nothing to change no laws. My own former attorney was going through his own divorce and whatnot. And yeah,
mm.
he knows the laws up and down, straight through. And he was still getting hammered.
Still getting put through it.
Okay.
Wow.
It's like, why don't we, it's legislation. Why you gotta know who you vote for. All right. These magistrates, these judges and whatnot. All right. They're appointed. Who appoints them? You appoint the person who's in your best interest, right? We need to do that. But we just let it fall by the wayside. And that's something with being a man. We eat it. We take it, take the shot, keep it moving. That's what we do.
Yeah, being a man. One of the greatest, worst things of ever. I wouldn't change it, but
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
it,
fact.
it's a tough burden to hold. But at least with this one, at least in Tennessee, alimony falls on women, jail time now falls on women. If maternity fraud is found. So we'll see where all that goes, and hopefully it expands to other states.
Ain't happening in New York. It ain't coming here. So there's that. It's
It's,
not happening.
believe it.
PA, well, a little bit out west, maybe. But yeah, nah. Out here, the rotten apple, not happening, man.
I feel like that's more of a off the coast thing.
Bro,
Like,
you got the Supreme Court who came down and was like, yo, yeah, this thing that you do with county judges allowing you to carry uh firearms, whatnot, yeah, that's unconstitutional. Governor came down and said, oh, okay, I'll do you one better. All right. So it's constitutionally allowable for you to have a firearm should you meet the criteria, but I'll make it illegal for you to carry anywhere.
mm,
So it's like, all right, I got my permit, but I can only carry in my bathroom. Awesome. Good job, New York.
yeah, New York, man.
Different. New York is different. Everywhere is different, but New York is different, man.
Yeah, I. It's one of those things that now that I'm gone, I don't know if I'd ever go back.
Why would you? Why would you? There's no way.
It's home sweet home, but damn,
Nah, nah. Some things you gotta just burn the bridges, man.
I don't know about burning the bridge, but I
Then
don't think I'm
burn
crossing
that
back.
shit. Look at it from binoculars. Damn, that look fucked up over there. Yo, I salute y'all, man.
New York's looking a little wild right now, man. Philly is bugging out right now.
What's you keep harping on Philly? What's the big deal? What's going on in Philly? Nothing that ain't been going on, no.
I know the recent thing I saw was there was a whole block that got looted in one swoop, like every storefront in a
I
whole
think
entire block.
that was like last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like another I don't know, social influencer or whatnot that got caught up. They had a mugshot and she looked real upset. But oh man, you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt.
Yeah, amen. Oh, speaking of which, did you hear about
Oh shit.
the a YouTube prankster
No, I don't follow. What's that?
that that he was fucking with this one dude.
Oh, you got clap.
He got clapped.
Hit him with the all that.
He was like, "Yo, leave me alone.
Yep.
Leave me alone.
Yep.
Leave me." And did you see the picture of the kid
Mm-mm.
that shot?
Mm-mm.
Bro, you know when you look at certain people and you're like, yeah, you're not. You got a couple of, or your cogs ain't turning right.
Oh, he looked off.
He looked off, and I ain't talking about like
And the
gangster
prankster,
off,
but yeah, like off. No, that's
off,
different.
off.
There's no there's a difference. So the prankster went at the off dude.
Yes,
Yeah, all right, well,
the kid was
he fucked around and found out.
the kid was picking up a delivery. He was doing some Uber Eats shit. So he was at a mall and he was picking up some food. And the prankster, he had like a recording and it just kept saying something. I don't know what it said, but the dude put the phone right to this kid's face. And the kid was like, yo, like, what are you doing? He was like, yo, leave me alone. And he started walking away. And the kid just held that shit right up to his
Like,
fucking face.
stop, right?
Yo, I'm like, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. Third time's a charm. And out of just smooth with it, just pop, clapped him right in the stomach.
Hold that.
Hold that. Not guilty.
Not guilty. Hold that.
Not
Self-defense.
guilty. He just had his criminal case and he just wasn't guilty. And the kid didn't learn his lesson. He's like, nah, I'm whatever.
I heard that he said I'm still do what I do or whatever. All right, then next thing you catch one and somewhere more vital.
Fam, I'm not one for violence. I just like you were saying way earlier, like I just rather deal in love. I would rather deal in love, man.
100%.
I'm past that stage of all the other shenanigans. Let's just live, let's just love, let's just live, love, laugh, and all the other shit.
That's it. But I love myself, and I love myself enough to defend myself.
Oh, no, absolutely.
I'm
My
saying,
point to what I'm saying is if that dude would have aimed a little bit higher and popped him in his dome, I would have been like, eh. What do you say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
that's it. You ran up. All right.
Shit like that. I just go good. Like
Sure.
that's the bit of me that's still, I don't know if it's the sadistic or not, but I just, yo, man, you get what you deserve. Keep fucking around.
It's just a basic human decency in you. Stop fucking with people. Leave people alone.
That's
You're
the
doing this shit for likes and clicks and fucking engagement and all this bullshit. But when you get your shit stretched out or whatever, I hope your cameraman tapes you and you get that engagement while you're stretched out on the floor because you decided to try somebody.
that's what I was just about to say. Like, you can't think of another like you can't get likes another way. You can't get monetized
No,
any other
no,
way.
no,
That's your talent.
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's this dude in Japan, American dude. His name is Johnny something or another. He flew over to Japan and he's a streamer and he's just fucking with people. He's in the subway in Japan just talking to all the Japanese people like, yeah, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. What? So people were like, yo,
Well,
he done got him and his cameraman that got punched in the face, dropped. Motherfuckers is like, yo, you better lead this. He's now, the police were like, all right, enough. Like he's facing 3 years in Japan right now. And it's just like, good, you deserve it, man. Like, good.
boy, he lucky the Yakuza didn't run up on him.
They got involved. They were like,
Okay.
yo, you need to chill the fuck out. And he got serious, but when they all went away, he started back on his bullshit.
Yeah.
And then he did something. And while he's recording, he sees a cop following him. And then he turns a corner And it's just not like but 17 cops around him, and that's it.
Well, that's that arrogance, man. That's that arrogance to go to another country and be doing all this other shit, and because you're used to nothing happening to you. But then when you get touched, it's like, oh shit, wait a minute, it's not what I bargained for. You asked for it. You roll the dice, yo, man.
And then they act shocked. He was like, yo, somebody called the embassy. Like, yo, nobody cares,
That
man.
because you gotten away with it for so long. It's like, all right, yeah, what's really gonna happen? Somebody's gonna bail me out or whatever the fuck, and that'll be that. Yeah, no, no, not this time, man.
I don't I don't get the world we live in anymore, man. I am now the old guy that's just like, turn your music down.
I'm that, yeah, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that old guy. Like, yeah, my kids be like, oh, dad, nah, I don't fuck with that. No, I can't do it. Turn that shit off. No way, not doing
Can't
it.
do it. Now I'm not like really, I really am just stay to myself. Everybody just leave me the fuck alone type of shit.
There's a contingent of us. We just got to get together. That's all. We're off in our little rabbit holes and little rat holes and mouse holes and whatever the fuck, and we're just doing our own thing. We exist. We around. But
That's my problem. I'm in my rabbit hole in PA.
Yeah, you got to come out. Get a little
There's
sun, man. Look around. Get outside. Touch some grass, man.
there there is nothing around me. Like I don't.
It's not a bad
It's just
thing.
me out here, bro.
It's not a bad thing.
Not a
It's not
bad thing, but
it's not a bad thing, but I get you.
yeah. So yeah. Damn, we covered a lot, bro.
Yeah, we did a couple of things, man. We did a couple of things.
I need you to until you get your own shit going. I need you to think of something, man. Give me a topic. We can go in on it.
Dog, we can go everywhere, man. We can go everywhere. How you feel about this Israel shit?
About the who?
This Israel shit. You see what's going down right now?
Missile strikes, right?
Missile strikes, but fucking the Palestinians supposedly, all right, they struck first, but Palestine is occupied land. That was their land. So how can we strike first? You came and occupied us. All right. So they did some shit, supposedly, allegedly. I don't know if it was bombings or whatever, but they went out and killed a couple of people. I think it's up to 100, couple of hundred, something like that. Civilians and whatnot. Yeah. So Israel gets down. They're gonna bomb the shit out of you and flatten you and do what they do.
Yeah, minus the dumb shenanigans of what's going on in America. The world is doing what it's doing, man. Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine.
That's Ukraine, Russia shit. That's a slippery slope. And there's a lot to that most of the public doesn't know, that we don't know or whatnot. That's more than what that is.
I feel like
Way the fuck more, dude.
yeah, I feel like that's with a lot of the world things going on. I feel like it's a lot more than we know, because it's not our politics. It's not like behind closed doors over there. Who I don't know. I can't speak on those things.
Yo, listen, I got kids, I got a family and whatnot, right? You keep pointing your guns, you keep moving your shit in your backyard closer and closer to me, right? I know you're affiliated with this gang, this one gang, or whatever the hell. They be coming around and whatnot, and y'all just keep moving your shit closer and closer and closer. That's Ukraine, right? Ukraine, NATO, whatever the hell. Russia's like, what the fuck? Stop moving your shit up on us. That's the way I see it. Or you in YouTube land, feel free to correct me and set me straight. But you keep pointing your shit at somebody, what's the person going to do? They're going to take action. So Russia as I understand it, took action. It's like,
Eh,
listen, we have clearly defined lines. Y'all are breaking this line. Y'all breaking treaties and whatnot. We're not having that. So they went in, and that's that. I ain't talking about billions of dollars of weaponry and all this other stuff. You got a lot of homeless right the fuck here. That fucks with me.
who was it that I think it was Candace Owens. She was like, yo, we've already established that we can't deal with other countries' shit and our shit. So stop dealing with their shit because we have shit over here that we have to deal with. I think the last bill that saved that shutdown, uh, part of that bill was we're done. We're not putting any more aid into Ukraine.
Is it? Yeah.
That's what I heard. That's
Hmm.
what I heard. Part of that bill was to not fund Ukraine anymore.
A lot of the stuff I'm reading or whatever, that like that thing is practically over. That Ukraine wanted to come to the table and sign with Russia, but your Uncle Joe was like, yeah, nah, we gotta further this thing. And that military industrial complex is something very real and very big and very strong. And they gonna push for that. Need that. Half of them weapons ain't even getting over there.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, don't get me started on Joe. Somebody
I'm not a fan of none of them, man.
at
I don't
all.
give a fuck about no Orange Dorito. I don't give a fuck about no Uncle Joe. I don't give a fuck about the other dude who didn't do nothing for people that look like me. I don't give a fuck about none of them, man.
Nah, I hear all that. I was only saying that because
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
somebody need to tuck this dude in. Like, is it like give him his little binky?
Yo, all of them, man.
Nah, but
All
this dude's like 107 years old. Like that part is what I'm talking about. Like, yo,
yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah.
we need a
So you got Congress and then these dudes that are sitting there catching a blue screen of death in an interview. Was it Mitch McConnell, Gizzard Mitch, or whatever the hell? I asked him a question and he just froze.
twice.
I was like, oh shit.
Did it again
Yo,
twice.
restart him. You gotta restart him, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut down, restart, do something, man.
So see, somebody need to plug him in real quick. He might have missed battery.
Why is it that you have Supreme Court and Congress and these dudes have lifetime positions, man? Why are they in office for 50 years and whatnot? Like, no, get them out of here, man.
It's an outdated system all the way around, man.
Gotta go. They gotta go. But I've always said this shit is masterful in its design. It's intended to keep power in power. This is not intended for the people to have power, man.
Hmm.
Right? But once the people really realize that, then things will change. But I don't see it, man.
That's the bullshit, right? I don't see it either. That's why I like saying before, like I don't know the answer to this shit because I don't see it because it's the machine, man. That machine's still turning.
It's by design. You're not changing any major laws. You're not changing anything in the Constitution. You had a set Constitution and whatnot, but how they design this shit is, well, you know what? The Constitution is the Constitution. And you have the federal rules and you have state rules, and they are totally different from each other. So I can puff trees if I want in the state, but federally, that's still a charge.
Hmm.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's always whatever fits them at the moment. It's just the hypocrisy. It's just
Got to bring the power back to the people. What your shirt say? Is that the We the People shirt?
we the people, man.
You gotta bring the power back to we the people. That's
It's
what's
not
wrong with this shit.
it's not by design. Wow, there you go.
Yeah, man. You gotta bring the people back in power, man. You got corporations and conglomerates and all this shit. But that's by design too, bro. get into all this shit. You get into how the president is fucking selected and not elected, and you get into these families and meetings, Bilderberg conference, and all that. The rabbit hole is so deep. I ain't got time for that,
Yeah. Nah, no doubt.
man. I can't do it.
Yeah. And I don't think we have the time either. So I think we're actually just gonna chill out here for a minute and catch the next one.
For sure.
Absolutely. So Mr. Omega, Rick,
Been a
appreciate
pleasure,
your
my
time,
brother.
brother. Absolutely, man. Thank you for your
It's been an
time. I
absolute pleasure. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for
appreciate
your
you
time.
back, man. Thank you for your time, dude. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
And
To
like
the
I
next one.
said, to the next one. All right, brother. Peace, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.